You're watching the TGM production.
Today's episode, Derry Girls, Series 1 and Series 2, Episode 1. Episodes, all of Series 1, complete Series 1, and Episode 1, 2 and 3 of Series 2. Derry Girls. I've finished the whole of the first series and I've seen Episode 1, 2 and 3 of the second series. What do I think of Derry Girls? Well, as this is the first episode of Tom's Toy Reviews, it's going to be a bit of a weird one. So Derry Girls, basically I'm going to do my research and see what other people think. That Derry's an actual place in Ireland. It's basically about, it's set in the 90s. It's about these 5 of them. There's 5 of them. There's 4 girls and 1 boy. It's about an all-girls school. But because the parents are a bit scared that one of the boy, James, might get hurt at the boys' school, they sent him to the all-girls school. They're all religious, and it's about them getting into different problems, really. And it's such a cracking show. I'm not really good at doing a review. No, not really. I need to Google this. Derry Girls synopsis.
Derry Girls is a comedy show starring Saoirse Monica Jackson, Louisa Harland, and Nicola Coughlan. The personal exploits of a 16-year-old girl and her family and friends during the Troubles in the early 1990s. The series has an IMDb rating of 8.2 out of 10 and is rated TVMA.
What does TVMA stand for?
TVMA. Suitable for mature audiences. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Thanks for your feedback.
I like Derry Girls because it's funny, witty, and I recommend you should all go watch it. So, around the world, if you don't live in the UK or Ireland, you can catch it on Netflix. But if you live in the UK and Ireland, you can catch all 4, Series 1 and the first 3 episodes of Series 2. So for the first episode of Tom's TV show reviews, I will do episodical review of all the other episodes in the second series. There's a new episode coming out on Tuesday. But the episode we've got so far are just amazing. So you have your character of one that is like confident. You have the one that wants to shout about everything. You have the really scared one. You have the one that doesn't care. Then you have the boy James, who and they all get into like their own different situations. Really, it's quite funny. It's quite funny. I'm not very good at these reviews, so I might need tips. So yeah, I'll be right back in a minute. I just need to go and do something. I am back. So, I'm just going to do it like this. So, I do recommend Derry Girls. I'm going to rate this show, so every episode we're going to rate the show on a scale from 1 to 10. I rate this show midpoint 8.5. It's really funny. It's got witty humour. It's got everything you hope for. You've got the overprotective mum. You have the... Sorry, I've got a bit of a nose problem. You have the overprotective mum. You have the granddad that really doesn't care about his daughter's husband. I rate this an 8.5. An 8 because it's not suitable for children. Some people under the age of, I'm going to say 15, but you can look into that. I really quite like the show and I recommend it. It's a big hitter. I like all the characters. They always wiggle out of every situation.
Derry Girls Series 3. If you haven't already seen Derry Girls, spoilers will be coming in. So last Wednesday we had the special final episode. Series 3 was an ending. Yes, fine, okay. But the Good Friday Agreement special was the perfect ending to the whole show. Now, let's talk about Series 3. Series 3 contained 6 episodes. It contained 2 characters, I don't know, I'm not going to mention everything because obviously I'm the family-friendly YouTuber here, so I want to keep my review family-friendly because it's not always the most family-friendly show. They do reference stuff from the 90s, like Fatboy Slim. That's a clever reference at the in the final episode of Series 3. So, let's go back to the beginning of Series 3. Series 3 brought back some popular characters, so Ard Little Hanlon was back. The boy that plays Callum, annoying cousin Callum, or what is he called? Colm. On our side, what they got interested about hot dogs is they're not made out of actual dog, and all that sort of stuff. You get me? So he would be a perfect Taskmaster contestant. Now, did I enjoy Series 3? By jingo, I did. That's a reference to Phil Fletcher. I did. I very much enjoyed it. It is worth any viewing if anyone's out there in dire need for a new series to watch. It's international viewers. I'm sorry, I don't know when it's going to be out on Netflix, but for the UK viewers, it's all available on All 4 right now. So this will include some spoilers. Let's begin. Spoiler time. It's time for spoilers. My reviews are very good, unless I love the show. My ghosts and buffering videos are amazing, but this video has already gone downhill with the musical number. Is this video gonna be any good? Let's find out. Here's my Derry Girls review. I did the whole classic singer thing there and shut your eyes, because that's what they do. I don't know why they do it. They just do. So, back to it. Derry Girls Series 3. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. We had the mixture of humour, comedy, two different things in my eyes. Comedy and humour. Humour is like a ha ha ha. Comedy is like like proper laugh, belly laugh. Tommy Tiernan was back in it as the father. Why else would you want Tommy Tiernan? And Tommy Tiernan is a fantastic stand-up comedian. And I don't think I've seen him act in anything else other than Derry Girls. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong on that. But Tommy Tiernan was hilarious in it, as always. There was rumours that Nicola Kaufman would be less in it. But there's only one episode that Nicola Kaufman was barely in. And obviously the Good Friday Agreement episode, because they had made up a rumour for her just to be in it a little bit, but not properly in it. Which, Bridgerton, massive. I didn't quite like Series 2 towards the end. I got really fed up with it, so I wouldn't recommend the back end of Series 2 of Bridgerton. But Nicola Kaufman's fantastic as Claire in Derry Girls. Now, what made this series special was that the incorporated Siobhan McSweeney's broken leg. Because obviously she had broken a leg during a bicycle accident and so in the Great Protein Throwdown she wasn't in it for the first half of the series, which was in the last 2 episodes. With crutches in holding, they had to keep it holding up straight within the chute. But then with Derry Girls, they let her have the crutches, and then obviously the Good Friday Agreement would have been filmed after her leg had healed, so they made it a year later, so that it made sense that she would no longer have a broken leg. Which not many shows actually do accommodate the whole broken leg crutches thing into the thing. They had Sister Michael, which is what Siobhan McSweeney's character is, in a DeLorean. Well, it's not really a reference because it's the 80s, the reference is there, but it's still set in the 90s. You had James in it, has always been funny. I feel like James isn't the best. I think Claire obviously is the best character. But James is probably up there in the top 3. You still have the performances on the assembly that didn't go quite well, and sarcasm from Sister Michael. But I feel like the series, it worked really well. It had, I can't 100% remember specific moments apart from the Good Friday Agreement episode, that I think is the best Derry Girls episode ever. But there is a podcast where 3 girls from Derry, so actual Derry Girls, review the programme Derry Girls and other stuff when it's not on, so that's called Talking Derry. That'll be much better and much more insightful than this, but I'm just going to ramble on as much as I can because why not? 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 Anyway, back to it. So, I do think it works. The Good Friday Agreement episode, which is what we're going to talk about. So, Series 3 as a whole, the episode to do with roller coasters and trains wasn't a good episode because I don't think having a go at a bloke for a Twix and there's a Kit Kat, sorry, and then the Kit Kat on the train, I didn't think that was funny particularly, so that episode didn't work well. The final episode of the series, having spoiler warning if you haven't already seen it, go watch it. You had Nicola Kaufman's Claire's, so I tell you the character, Claire's dad actually passed away. So I do think they betrayed that brilliantly. The way that they incorporated it into the story, how they went to go watch Fatboy Slim, pretending that James had an illness, and then her finding out about the dad, going to hospital, and then seeing the funeral and the episode ending there. That's perfect. Wasn't nowhere near a good ending to the whole programme, which it wasn't. But that was a good reason to have a special, because you weren't going to end it very well. You weren't going to wrap it up as well as you hoped. That's why in the Good Friday Agreement, ending it and then having it a few years later, present day, our day, and a letter getting to George W. Bush's daughter from the Derry Girls, from Series 2 finale, final episode, whatever you want to call it. That worked really well as an ending, because then it was like a callback, and because they'd already ended it, and it's based off true events, really. I'm not going to get too bogged down, because I might do a video called The History of Derry. I'm doing a new series soon, and one of the things is I have to watch a TV show and do history on it. So if I rewatch an episode of Derry Girls, I might do the history of Ireland, like the whole thing that the whole show is based around. But it all depends on whether you want that, or whether you think I should stay clear of that. It's up to you guys. You are the arbiters. Is that the correct word to use? Probably isn't. You are the ones that will decide whether or not I use that word or not. I use that as an idea or not. But the Good Friday Agreement was all about voting, and how when you're 18, when you vote, you might change the lives of people forever. That sort of was a good message to get across. And for what it purposes within the episode, it works really well. It's hard to actually say more on the matter than what it is, but it is brilliantly way they did it.